Okay, so here we are. It took me 2.5 hours to do the scrape the rest of the fur off and do the membrane side. I still have some grass and stuff stuck to it, but right now I've got it, I rinsed it a bunch of times, well, a bunch. I've rinsed it 4 times, and I have it now soaking in some water with apple cider vinegar in it to neutralize any of the residual alkalinity from the lime water solution that it's been soaking in. I'm going to put it back on the beam one more time and just do a once more over it, because this is my only shot to make sure that I've really cleaned everything to the best of what I can do. And so yeah, so that's this will soak in here in the vinegar for about 20 minutes, and then I'll rinse it out one more time and then put it back on the beam, go over it one more time. Then it's going to need to dry out some before the next step, which I will be starting this evening, and that will actually be the brain tanning. So yes, hold on for that. Okay, so I just came in and pulled the deer brains out of the freezer so they can start thawing out for this evening, and I'm going to go out and finish cleaning up the deer hide. One of the things I'm going to need to do is be able to wring the hide out once it's soaked in the brain tanning mixture. And so I've been looking for a branch where I can stand beside it. And this tree is it's a box elder, and the bark on it is kind of rough. So I just wrapped it with some grocery bags and duct tape to make a smooth surface so it won't damage the hide when I do the wringing process on it. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that, and we're still waiting for the hide to be dry enough to put into the brain tanning mixture. So I've got the hide looped around the tree branch now. What I'm doing is just squeezing out some of the residual water so it's dry enough to put into the brain tanning mix, and this gives me an opportunity to test out the wringing stick. I just cut a wooden broom handle to a good length, and see the water squeezing out the bottom of the hide. So yeah, it's pretty ingenious wringing technique. So, and I think the plastic is going to be fine protecting the hide from the roughness of the tree bark. So we'll be ready to do this tomorrow after the hide soaks overnight in the brain tanning recipe. I've got 3 egg yolks. I've got mashed up deer brains. I've got light olive oil, and I've got pure Castile soap. So I just, in the bucket, I put, I'd say about 1/4 cup of the olive oil. I'm gonna do just a little squirt of soap. I'm gonna whisk the egg yolks a little bit, get them blended up. Slightly warm water, not too hot. Pour that in there. Mix it around some more, shift it up, and then get back in here with the deer brains. I'm going to add some slightly hotter water to the deer brains, and then I'm going to mix those in as well. But I'm going to pause the recording here so I can do this part carefully. Okay, so there it is. I am putting 2 pairs of gloves on because this is basically raw eggs and raw deer brains, and I always manage to have cuts on my hands, and I'm not going to take any chances with that. I'm not taking the experimental jab, but I am being careful with raw deer brains and egg yolks. So I'm gonna go get the hide and we're gonna get started. Hold on. Okay, it's in here. I massaged it around. I stretched it a little bit before I put it in the bucket. And probably what I'll do is over the next hour or two, well, it's not quite dark out here yet. I'll come out a few more times and just mess around with it, mush it around, stretch it a little bit, and leave it as submerged as possible in the recipe. And yeah, and then we'll see what it looks like tomorrow morning. This is really getting exciting. I hope this isn't grossing y'all out. I'm having fun. All right, see you in the next part.